Hello and welcome back to Leadership Devotional. Today I will be talking to you about happiness. A company or a team would only work if the leader and the members are happy. There will be many struggles in each company, just like yours. But if everyone thinks of it in a positive light, then it's much easier to work with each other and much easier to get the work done. There are three schools of thought as to what makes a person happy. There's the school of thought wherein biological is the one that is given attention. The second is the psychological aspect. And the third is the spiritual aspect. So let me tell you first about the biological aspect. Researchers have shown that there are 4 main chemicals in the brain that causes a person to be happy. And for you to remember this easily, I have made a mnemonic DOSE. D-O-S-E. D stands for dopamine. O stands for oxytocin, S stands for serotonin, and E stands for endorphin. So these 4 chemicals, if we are able to increase them to a level that is productive, then you will be happy and your team will be happy. The first one would be dopamine. So dopamine is the pleasure neurotransmitter, and increasing it can be done through many things, such as getting praises or being praised, being complimented for things that you have done for the team or that the team has accomplished as a whole. It can also be increased with just eating food. And it's also the same for serotonin and endorphins. Food is the basic ingredient, or it gives the basic ingredients, especially fruits and vegetables, for these chemicals in the brain. So if you eat fruits and vegetables daily, then you would surely have a supply of these chemicals that make a person happy. Oxytocin is found it's naturally there already in our brain, and the way to increase it is to be cuddled, to see happy things, or to see your child doing some good things, and it can be increased by other activities. And if we summarize this, or we put this into a more easier form as to how we can remember the things biologically that can increase these chemicals in the brain that make us happy, we can think of the mnemonic as wife. ASWIFE. So A stands for accomplishments. So if we have been able to achieve something or finish something, or we learned something new, or we discovered something new that gives us a sense of accomplishment, then it increases your 4 chemicals in the brain that make you happy or makes your team happy. S stands for socialization. Being together, going out together, doing things together, or working together, laughing together. These activities would increase your dose, or the 4 chemicals that make you happy. W stands for water. Drinking water itself can already increase your 4 chemicals in the brain that make you happy. I stands for intimacy. So intimacy would be hugging, touching, having sex, but just make sure that it's between married couples, or between you and your spouse alone. F stands for food, fruits and vegetables, and I have discussed that earlier on. And E stands for exercise. So if you do 10,000 steps a day, or you involve yourself in sports at least 1 hour per day, or just simply exercising 1 hour per day, this would also help in increasing your 4 chemicals in the brain that helps you or increases your chance of becoming happy. If there are things that increase these 4 neurotransmitters or hormones or chemicals in the brain, there are also some things that can decrease these chemicals that make you happy. And you can remember this by remembering the mnemonic CAPE or kapit sa patalim. No? So C stands for caffeine. So you have to avoid caffeine, whether it's in coffee, in milk tea, in iced tea, or in energy drinks, or soft drinks. Just avoid caffeine, because researchers have shown that it makes our chemicals go haywire in the brain, or as I say, it makes the brain minus. So it decreases your chance of becoming happy. A is alcohol. So stay away from alcohol. It's a downer. It's a depressant. So it will cause you to be, again, unhappy rather than happy. P stands for prohibited substances. So stay away from shabu, marijuana, cocaine, and all the other prohibited substances. E stands for electronic games. So researchers have shown that playing electronic games more than 2 hours per day causes your brain also to go haywire, or for your neurotransmitters or your happy hormones to go haywire. T stands for trauma. So if you have been exposed to something traumatic, go seek therapy for it, so that your unhappiness can be changed to happiness. The second school of thought would be the psychological aspect. So under the psychological aspect, this would be 3 kinds of happiness. So if you have a purpose, this would be your eudaimoc happiness. If you have felt pleasure, then this is the experienced happiness. And if you have pride from accomplishing things, then that is referred to as your evaluative happiness. Purpose simply means a sense of meaning and a connection. So if you have a sense of meaning in the company, or a sense of connection or a socialization inside the company, then the chance of you being happy and the team being able to accomplish your work easily would increase if you have a purpose in being in that company. P stands for pleasure. So when you have positive experiences in the company, or positive emotions are shared between teammates, it's easier to get the work done because all of you are happy. And the last one is pride. Pride would be a sense of satisfaction from achievements and stature in life. So it would be good for the leaders in the company to give compliments to the members for a job well done, rather than bicker or say negative things about team members' work. So if you have these 3, the purpose, giving the purpose to your subordinates, granting them the pleasure by providing the positive experiences in the company or in your team, and giving them a sense of pride by commending them for what they have accomplished or what they have contributed to the job. This would also up your happiness factor. The last one would be the spiritual. And personally, this is my favorite because I think it's the simplest. And a reference for this is the Holy Bible. I believe that Jesus' way of achieving happiness is the easiest and the best way. In the Holy Bible, he simply says, love God first, then love your neighbor as yourself. That's it. And it's also expounded in the Bible through the Decalogue or the Ten Commandments. So if we obey the Ten Commandments, that means we show God that He is our purpose. He is doing things for Him, gives us pleasure and a positive experience. And if we love our neighbor as ourselves, then it also comes out as being purposeful in our relationships with others, giving them pleasurable experiences with us, and giving them a sense of accomplishment when we are together. It's also said in the Holy Bible, in the book of Matthew, chapter 6:33, that we are to seek the kingdom of God first, meaning we try to achieve getting to God or being closer to God. Because when we do that, then everything will just fall into place. And that would be happiness. So may these three things, these three school of thoughts about increasing the happiness in your company, bring you a satisfactory or an excellent experience in leadership. God bless.
Hello, fellow leaders. If you have been blessed with the devotional that you have just heard, don't forget to like, share, or subscribe. Because when you do that, more people, more leaders will be blessed with the same blessing that you have experienced. In YouTube channel, click subscribe to Good Shepherd Consultants. God bless you.